are going to get started. And maybe, so turn off your cell phones. And I will make you donate $5. Our upcoming classes, today at 1:30, we have Find and Show Homes with Miss Connie Couts.
And I'll go home and shower.
She's dressed the part too, yeah. Tomorrow we have Dot Loop with Renee and Ignite Make and Receive Offers with Troy Guy.
Yeah.
Yay!
I think he's an expert on making and receiving offers, so
Yes.
come to his class and learn his secrets and tips. And then Friday we have accountability check-in on time blocking. So if you are not familiar with calendaring and time blocking, come join me and I'll teach you how to calendar and stay, in your calendar and just know when to move on to the next step. And then Monday we have the Zip Form Brokers Edition with Renee. And also agent-to-agent referrals with Janet. And Janet's not here, but she's very passionate about referring to another agent. Some situations where maybe she just doesn't have the time or the experience, she's willing to refer that to an agent who does. And then Tuesday is our ALC meetings, committee meetings, and our ALC meeting at 3:30. Okay. Interesting, like this does not work, does it? All right, we have a BRE school, and Wayne's not here either. So, do you know anybody? I know.
Yes, they are.
If you know anybody who is wanting to get their real estate license, please refer them to Wayne. We actually have Frances Carpenter who just joined us today. She's from the BRE licensing school, so let's give her a round. So have them contact Wayne. He'll get them all set up and get them taken care of for you. Our birthday bash, we're having a potluck on the 25th, right after the sales meeting, so we can celebrate all of our birthdays together. I believe there is a sign-up form, and Renee's going to be sending out a link so you can get onto that sign-up form and sign up for whatever dish that you want to bring. Invite whoever you want to invite, and just come, and we'll have a great time. Red Day is May 14th, so mark your calendars. We will be going out and doing some community service. Connie is working on getting us a site that we can work on. Any update on that?
No.
No updates. Sorry.
But I'm open for suggestions. If you have somebody or some company, any nonprofit that needs help, like this morning I was out raking and painting and and doing all kinds of self-help goodies with self-help enterprises. Same kind of event. So we are looking, if you have somebody that you're passionate about and all, let me know, because we've utilized a lot of them already. We've cleaned up everybody. So we really need some new people to help. So let me know if you have some.
Raise your hand if you've never been to Red Day. All right. Jean, can you kind of give a little bit of insight about Red Day? Maybe what they can expect?
The after party or the work
Either
the
one.
actual work day.
We'll stick with the work day, okay?
Okay, yeah.
No, every year I've served at Red Day, and I think it's really a great opportunity to be with our peeps and share and get dirty and get things done. Mm-hmm. I know every community event that we've helped, they've just been so appreciative, and it's finally nice to be done with grandma's house in Tulare, which turned out awesome. So it's just really neat that we got to do that for, I think, 3 years in a row. And now they're rocking and rolling. So, but we've been over and worked at Visalia Rescue Mission, did a painting. We've cleaned up people's yards with, chopping. I've been on roofs, cleaned up gutters. We've done it all, but it's really a great day.
Troy's been on heavy equipment.
Oh, I love heavy equipment.
Troy's our heavy equipment guy, but you can work as hard or as little as you want. There's just something for everyone to do, and it's just a lot of fun. We get great sandwiches delivered.
And then that famous after parties.
Yeah, so.
Yep, you have to work to go to the after party.
But not to get lunch.
Not to get
well,
lunch.
you have to get dirty to get lunch.
Get dirty to get lunch. Yeah.
But it's a great opportunity. It's usually a half a day.
It is.
2:30 we're usually done.
So basically what our office does is we will be shutting down all locations from 8:30 to 12:30, so all of our staff members can go help as well. And we encourage everybody to join us. It is really fun. Last year was my first time, and I recruited my mom to help me because I was pregnant and I couldn't do much. So she did all of my hard labor for me. So If you haven't gone, it's a great experience. Please join us, and more information will be coming soon.
And you can bring your kids too if you have
Yes.
kids who would like to participate. You can
Yeah,
bring your
it
children.
is. It's really
It's a great opportunity for them to learn how to give back to the community.
Exactly. Thank you. All right, Fresno is putting on something called the KW Effect, and Aaron Kaufman is going to be going over profit share. So he's going to be discussing profit share and how you can grow your downline and the benefits to growing your downline. It is Monday, March 16th from 1 to 4 at their market center. It is free to everybody. They encourage everybody to come join them, and it kind of gives you the opportunity just to go visit that office, meet some Fresno agents, and just kind of network out there, and maybe meet a couple of referral agents too. We have mega escrows for mega camp. Everybody knows that we have a contest going on. Our drawing will be April 1st, so we will draw a name, and that person will win a trip to mega camp. Their flight, hotel, and mega camp registration will be paid for. We are having a webinar just after the sales meeting at about 11:45, and this is Updater. And Updater is that program Jason's been talking about. It's kind of like a concierge where it'll tie into Dotloop, and without you having to do anything, it will give your client the opportunity to have them forward their mailing address, to send out like a link to all of their friends that they've moved with their new mailing address. And so they don't have to worry about doing any of that. It'll do it for them. We have some new agents. So Zaid Othman, he just joined us. He's in Tulare and Hanford. He just joined the Kevin Blaine team. So we also have Adriana Bushnell. She is Robin's new assistant. I don't know if she's in here. Oh, there she is. And then Frances Carpenter, I didn't get her into the sales meeting, but she just joined this morning. So want to wish a happy birthday to Jason Castle, Maricela, and Gary Gagliello. All right, awards.
And broker 60 seconds at the same time.
And broker 60 seconds at the
Yeah.
same time.
I'm gonna talk to you while I hand you your awards.
We're doing hitting two birds with one stone here. All right. So the highest closed sale for February is the Kevin Blaine real estate team. Our rising star, I don't see her. She just joined the Eric Anderson team, Lindsay Deering. KW Cares goes to Judy Bernstill. Our MCA award goes to Miss Lori Costello. And just so everybody knows, Lori's going to be doing, for our transaction coordinator, she's going to be doing kind of like a discussion circle, and where you guys can come share ideas and discussions, so you guys can kind of brainstorm and work off of each other, and that'll be in April. She's going to kind of lead that meeting. All right, now we have our Main Street Escrow Award. I don't think we have any Main Street Escrow women in here, and that goes to Diego Espinoza. Our number 10 listing agent is Eric Anderson. Number 9, Mr. Darren Kong. Number 8, the Robin Graham Real Estate Team. Number 7, Jerry Giada. Number 6, Team Guy. Number 5, the Garcia Martinez team. Number 4, Musgrove Realty Group. Number 3, Harper Bishop team. Number 2, the Lino Pimentel Realty Group. And number 1 listing agent is the Kevin Blaine Realty. Now on to sales agents. Number 10 sales agent is Suzette Knopf. Number 9, Miss Jillian Boss. Number 8, Miss Jean Chesser. Number 7, Miss Kim Burchett. Number 6, Sherry Weiss. Number 5, Debbie Chamberlain. Sorry, Chris. We have a newbie.
I know.
Number 4, Wayne Butterfield. Number 3, Melissa Berlinger.
Oh, that's one.
She's married.
Yeah.
Number 2, Bill Mock. And number 1, Mr. Jeremy Jennings. Top 5 sales teams. He just left us this month, Mr. Simon Guy. Number 4 is the Harper Bishop team.
Anybody heard from that? No.
Number 3 is Team Guy. Number 2, Kenetel Realty Group. And number 1, the Kevin Blaine Real Estate team. Awesome. Oh, and we do have Troy. You're up.
I was going to try something a little different this morning. Is there anything you guys want to ask me? Because I know, as soon as I leave the meeting, I'm going to get 10 phone calls. I wanted to ask you this, but not in public. Come on. Yes.
What do you do to dim the shine on
It's a no wax shine. So that's why I don't really appreciate people touching it. But any other maybe non-personal grooming questions? Broker-related questions? Yes, Robin.
If you take a listing and you negotiate with the seller that you would maybe reduce your commission if you represent both sides or something, in the MLS, do you have to state that?
No. No.
What's the variable commission box for?
That's what it's.
To state that,
That's a variable commission right there.
Yeah, but that's,
Is that
They could have took that away from us a year or so ago.
yeah, but variable commission usually depends on not whether or not you represent both sides, but if you sell it for a certain dollar amount. So if you say, if I sell your house for $200,000, you're going to pay me a 6% commission, but if I only sell it for $180,000, you're going to pay me a 5%. Okay. So, but no, you don't have to. It's just reflected on the green sheet because that's an agreement you had with them. Now you can write it on the listing agreement towards the top that if Robin Graham represents both parties, then the total commission will be 5%. And that way they feel comfortable going, okay, it's a 6% commission, we're doing 3.
And other agents don't need to know, like, so in a multiple offer situation,
They don't need to know that.
they don't need to know that.
You just have to disclose that
Yeah.
you're representing.
Yes, yeah, but that would be on the offer, and that's another thing too. On the offer, make sure that when it says at the top, you know, the agency sections, if it's don't say it's Keller Williams and Keller Williams, and they're representing the buyer exclusively and the seller exclusively. Okay, you can't do that. If it's under the same brokerage, it's got to be representing both the buyer and seller. Okay, all right, very good. Go fight sell. I look forward to your phone calls.
You're gonna get them.
All right, we'll have Jeremy Engel with Country Club Mortgage.
All right, guys. The Fed met last week, and basically what they've been saying is if unemployment rates get down to a certain amount, and obviously if jobs are created, it's going to be, you know, that's when they're going to raise rates. However, they didn't expect to raise them till, you know, the end of the year. So that was good news. However, on Thursday or Friday, our jobs report came out, and they were expecting 230,000 new jobs. And in fact, there was 295,000 new jobs where unemployment rates have decreased to 5.5%. Which, you know, caused a lot of things in the market. I don't know if you're into stocks very much, but we saw like 300 points a day for the last couple of days drop, which caused our rates to bump up about, you know, a quarter or so. So if you have buyers that you're trying to get off the fence, that might be a good tool. Today and yesterday we've seen about half of what we lost, we've gained back, but we're still, over the past month or so, it's kind of done, you know, the roller coaster, but on an upward plane. Yeah, so trending up, exactly. So, you know, I think it's inevitable that we're going to see higher rates through the end of the year, you know, and keep going from there. But as of right now, it's a little unstable. I still think we're, you know, threes, the high threes on the FHA. Conventional, I think we're going to be, you know, 4.1 and above at this point. You can still get 15 years under 4%. But that's kind of all I have, unless you guys had any questions on anything particular right now.
Thank you, Jerry. We have some guests with Bonadelli Neighborhoods, and we are going to invite Tyler and John. So, Chris, come on up. Thanks.
I'm John Bonadelli, Bonadelli Neighborhoods. That's Tyler Pryor back there. He's our lead sales counselor at our community in Visalia. We brought, first of all, Troy and Kyrstin, thank you for letting us speak today. We brought some donuts for everybody today because we really appreciate the business that you've sent us in our community in Visalia. If you don't know us, we have a community near between Goshen and Houston, just north of the country club right there. It's east of you get to Demery and Houston, you turn east and go up about a block, and that's where our community is located. It's a terrific community. Tyler's going to hand out, go ahead Tyler, he's going to hand out some price sheets. We're priced from $229 to $349, and we're priced very competitively. And the $229 gets you a 1,500 square foot home with a pool, large lot, and we go all the way up to 3,600 square feet at $349. And that home has all the bells and whistles, you know, large covered patio, separate formal living room, separate family room, formal dining room, dinette, 25-foot long covered patio. I mean, it 3-car garage. It's got everything. And so we have a wide variety of homes that we offer for your entry level to your move up. We also have a 3,000 square foot home. I mean, it's just spectacular. You walk in and it's got a huge loft that overlooks the great room, and wrought iron stair rail, coarse granite countertops, tile flooring. All those are standard features at our community country club court. And the other thing I want to point out is that we have a lot of homes that are under construction, and that's the price sheet that you see on top. So the plan number is the square footage, and you can see there's 2 pages there about 7 or 8 homes that are under construction. Many of them are far along. I know a lot of realtors go, well, gee, my customer really doesn't want to wait. Well, we try to accommodate that by starting a lot of homes that we have not yet sold. And that's what the first 2 pages represent here, are homes that are well under their way, and it kind of squeezes down the time it takes to get them approved and then moving in. The other thing I want to point out is that we pay 3% commission. So I don't know what other builders are paying. I don't know if they pay quite 3%, but we just pay 3% at this community only. Now, we have other communities up and down the valley, but in this particular community, we do pay 3%. And it's very simple. I'm going to go into a little more detail how that works, but it's very industry standard commission. We also offer up to $10,000 incentives. Now, the incentives vary per plan, but we go up to $10,000, which we try to figure out how to cover the majority or all of the customer's closing costs. Usually that's what they apply the incentive towards. The homes come standard, like I said, with I mean, just tons of features, fireplaces, and things that you don't normally see in other communities. And they're larger lots. It's a great location, and we have a lot of them under construction to get you that quicker move-in. The last page is the base price sheet. So if you have a customer and they say, I gotta have an RV lot, and they really like, or east-west facing, and they come to our, you bring them to our community and they like a particular plan, we'll build them that particular plan. They can choose the elevation, the exterior colors, the interior cabinets, and we have a long options list. You know, if they want to add a balcony off the back or things like that, upgrade the appliances, we do all that. So we can also customize your home, which a lot of builders don't do. They just say, you know, hey, here's our 6 houses that we have under construction, and that's all we have available to buy. Well, we do it both. If a customer wants the lot, you know, the house set on the lot a certain way, we can accommodate that. We will definitely do that. So this is our basic price sheet. If you're interested, if you have a prospect or a customer that's interested and they're looking for a certain square footage that you see on here, and the price point I believe is going to be very competitive, then just go to our website, bonadelli.com, and you go to click on to Country Club Court. That's the name of the community, 3 C's, Country Club Court. And from there you can navigate and find the different floor plans that might fit your customer, bedroom count, garage count, whatever it might be that's important to them. And also on there will be our standard features, our ecological features, you know, like tankless water heaters and things like that. It's all listed there on our website. Now, what's very important is that you bring your customer, the rules are you have to accompany your customer and bring them in to our office before the customer's ever been to our office. Because we want you to bring us the customer first, and then we have a form. You just fill out your name and the customer's name, and we basically, it takes, you know, less than 30 seconds. Just a very, very one-page simple form, and then we register them into our system. Everybody who comes and visits our models, we have a software program. We just register them and enter them into our program, which I'm pretty sure I think is how most of the other builders do it. So again, I just want to thank you, Kyrstin and Troy, for letting us tell you a little bit more about ourselves. I really appreciate, and Tyler really appreciates the business that you guys have sent. We've sold a few houses together, and I wanted to personally come down here from Fresno and introduce myself and Tyler and tell you, hey, we've got a lot of, another 100, we've already closed, I think, 80 houses. We got another 150 more to go. I really like Visalia. I like this community, and I like how that project's been going. And I really appreciate the business that we've done with Keller Williams, and we'd like to continue and do more. So enjoy the donuts, and I can answer some of your questions if you have some.
I was going to ask, besides the $10,000 in incentives, will you, your lender pay for the closing costs if they use your preferred lender?
Yes, the incentive, good question. The incentive is tied to, you have to use our lender. I hate to say that to you.
Sitting right next to Jeremy and everything.
Yeah, I know, he got up right before me. Okay.
No problem, I just qualified someone your preferred lender couldn't, so.
Yeah. Thank you. Our primary business is to sell houses. So. Good for you.
But he's buying one in your subdivision, so it works for both.
That's right. Anyway, we are located, like I said, on Houston. Just go to Houston and Demery, and then you're going to go east on Houston about 1, maybe 2 blocks, and you'll find the community. It's a beautiful community. I'm really proud of the homes that we're building there. They have 3 elevation styles in each home, and the streetscape, because of the curvilinear streets, and some of the homes we offer are 2 stories. We also have some large single stories that are up to 2,500 square feet. But the streetscape, because of the different elevations, I mean, we really put a lot of precast and stone, and with the tile roofs and the exterior color packages that we have that have been designed by an architect out of Southern California. I mean, the houses really, really show much better than any of the newer neighborhoods that we are competing with. So anyway, again, thank you very much for the work, and please, bring us more customers. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. like to invite Dan Starkey. Come on up, Dan.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
morning.
I'm Dan Starkey. I'm with Prime National Credit Repair, and I take clients of yours that might be under a 700, and they are not qualified for the loan for Jeremy, and they need to get some things off of their past on their credit report. I can help do that very quickly. In about 45 days, you'll see your first results. And one of the things that I've seen lately, which hopefully all of you are seeing as well, is the market is really heating up. I'm seeing multiple offers, or I'm being told from realtors and from lenders that there's a lot of competition out there. And when there's multiple offers, obviously you want to have the best score that you can. You want to get your client most qualified so that your offer gets accepted. So I can help you do that. All I need is to get things started. You can just give me a phone call, introduce me to the client, or send me an email with a CC, and I can take it from there. The first thing I'll do is get a copy of the credit report, and it's I'll give them a free analysis in terms of what I see on there and things that I might be able to help them with. I'll turn a client away if I won't be able to help. I don't want to waste anyone's time, but I realize that when you refer someone to me, your reputation's on the line, and I take it very seriously, and I'll help them I'll do the best that I can, and I'll do it very quickly. So, any questions? Here you go.
Dan, do you get the credit report for them, or do they need to bring their credit report to you?
Good question. I can't legally run credit reports, so go to someone like Jeremy or whoever their lender is, if they can go that way most commonly. Otherwise, there is a website that I do use, which is called creditchecktotal.com. You can get a credit report that has all of your accounts on there, all 3 scores, most importantly, and it's only $1 as long as you cancel within a week. Actually, I've done that myself, so I want to make sure I don't send my clients to do something that that is misleading in any way. I actually pushed it to 25 days because I wanted to go beyond their 7-day time period, and they still hadn't charged me. I canceled it after running my own credit, and I checked with my credit card company, and there was no bill. So that's another way to do it. Any other questions? But I appreciate I've been working with Apple and Jessica recently and Raina, and I know you're interested as well. So again, just give me a phone call and show me a credit report, and I'll tell you whether I can help and how much we can do some good for your clients. Thank you very much. Oh,
after you look at their credit report, which you said is free, what is the fee based on how many things you have to do?
Exactly. Yeah, the fee ranges from $5.99 to $11.99. It's a flat one-time fee, and it's based on the number of records that we're going to dispute for them. A pretty clean credit report has maybe less than 10, and that's on your $5.99 end. This morning I quoted someone with 41 items. I've seen actually, yes, this week I had an amazing day. Prior to this, my record of derogatories on an account was like 80 something. I had 2 people in one day that had 100 and 104. 2 different people. So
wow.
That is not a count. That's actually records. So collections, charge-offs, foreclosure, yeah, lots of things going on there.
You were able to get their credit score up from an 8 to a 15.
That's what I always say. I try to spin things positively. The good news, bad news is, the bad news is your credit looks as it does, but the good news is that means I can do a lot of work for you. And the most I've done is 111 points. I'm still trying to break that record increase for someone. I raised it from I think I had, there was a 524, went to a 625.
In 45 days?
No, that was in 90 days. Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So, any other questions? But really, don't hesitate to give me a credit report. I see them all day. I can breeze through it and give them a realistic expectation of what I can do for them.
All right,
Thank you.
Dan.
Dan, you have cards here?
I noticed the supplies are
gone. They're right here on the wall.
They're on the wall.
So we have
Okay.
a marketing partners wall. So if you're looking for the business cards, on the 2nd floor they're getting ready to move, but on 3rd floor they're just right outside the training room on the wall.
So I'll make sure it's stocked up. And I'll be here afterwards.
So Troy, you're up for the culture minute.
Okay, everybody stand up. This is the culture minute. We're going to practice this one. All right? 7 hugs a day. So you got to give 7 hugs before you sit back down.
Okay.
got more than 7 hugs. You can be overhugged. No. All right, this is just, you see how much fun that was, right? I mean, it's just, so make sure you get your hugs in. If you can sneak up and hug someone when they're not expecting it, that's even more fun. But anyway, 7 hugs a day, all right? Keep track.
All right, lessons learned. Any lessons learned? Can we?
I have something. I've
Christy?
noticed, believe it or not, twice in the last month, the commissions being reduced by, one was through escrow, where the escrow officer actually told me they had a standing order from that seller to pay off of the net sales price, which technically is not legal, because if they haven't made that agreement with my agent. So watch your commissions as they come over. And there was another one too, where they're still trying to pay off the net. And that one was, the second one was in MLS, but they're not supposed to be doing that. They took that variable away kind of when they came up with all the short sale issues we were having, where they said we couldn't pay, you know, you had to pay whatever's in MLS, period. There's no variable.
Okay, so the listing agreement states that whatever the purchase price they accept, they'll pay a commission on. But let's say they're paying $10,000 in closing costs, right? Or they raise the price, whatever, and the seller says, hey, I don't want to pay you commission if I'm really just recycling that money back to the buyer, right? Okay, so every once in a while you'll get that question. It is legal then to do that, but you just have to have an agreement with the seller ahead of time. The seller can't just tell.
Well, you need to have a commission order with the agent too.
That's what I mean. You need to have that agreement with the seller. But the base, the boilerplate on your commission agreement in the listing agreement is off of the sales price. Does that make sense? So if it's going to be something other than that, you need to have an agreement with the seller. Okay.
So does it suffice if you do it on an addendum or a counter offer that?
Yeah,
the
you
seller
should go,
will
there's
use?
a commission order you can do it on.
You should
just
use that.
Yeah, I would do that. There's a separate commission order. Just be sure that you're letting that agent know, hey, you're being paid whatever, 3% or 2.5% off of the net, so that they're aware of it. Because, yeah, it's weird. It just keeps happening and nobody's disclosing it. So it's kind of, it's not, doesn't amount.
You're not allowed to do it on the counter for sure.
You're not.
You're not allowed to do it.
Yeah, don't negotiate
Or on
commission
an
on.
addendum. It has to be that commission.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a
You
commission.
cannot, like Troy said, you cannot negotiate a commission on the counter offer. That's against the law.
It could be on an addendum, but it's best just to use the
Form.
commission form.
All right.
CBC.
Any other
Yeah.
lessons learned? Jean?
I have a lesson I would like to learn.
Okay.
Maybe
Yes.
someone in this group knows this, but sometimes when my listings are shown and the Supra box is opened, I get an immediate email that the box was opened at 12:09. But then sometimes I don't get a message until the next day.
Right.
So I'm thinking, is it because if you use your smartphone, you automatically get the notification? But if you use your key or you update it at night or 2 days later, is that when you get?
Oh.
So is it the smartphone? Does anybody, is it the smartphone that's sending immediate?
Instantaneous, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Smartphone key is communication.
And then you wouldn't get the info from the super key until that key is reconnected to the server.
Right, right. I knew the cradle thing, but sometimes I'm getting them like right now, I'm thinking, these people must be using their smartphones.
Okay.
So I went to learn in my own little private community here, so.
And on that, with the time change, does anybody know the time changes? Okay, everybody's pretty yeah, the people are showing up here in a couple of minutes. We know they haven't. But on the time change, because that does affect our lock boxes.
Okay.
Do we know, does that automatically, what is it?
It's not working right now. I mean, like, my boxes that are being opened at 5 o'clock are saying that they were opened at 4. So the time change is not, Supra's not recognizing the time change.
It just operates on standard time, I think.
Yeah,
So
it
you'll have
does.
to do the
But,
conversion.
so instead of.
But I mean, sometimes lock boxes won't open between.
But they operate on standard time.
Right, so
that
when
time
they
hasn't
used to
changed.
open it at
Up to
8, at one
8 p.m.?
time, at 8 to 8, they would be 7 to 7, when the time change, or vice versa, because they always work on standard time. Yeah, I've run into that. And I'm one who wants to look at a vacant property at 6 a.m. and can't get it, but you can't change it.
Well, I'm going to call Rapatoni today about reporting the wrong times because, I mean, it is, our printouts are showing the wrong times.
That's super.
Oh, yeah, you're right, super.
And you can change the hours that you.
$5.
Program them, yeah. $5 to use it.
All right, any other lessons learned? I have one. To get Diego to a meeting, give him an award.
Whoa!
Congratulations.
Yeah! Come on, Diego. No, right there. She's got your.
Yeah, go up there and speak.
You have to go up front.
Yeah, you have to talk a little bit.
All right. Any bucket fillers, needs, wants, accessories, ladies?
That was cool.
Yeah. Hello.
Go ahead, Wayne.
Oh, I've got a new listing in Tulare on Levin coming up Friday. It's a 3 and 2, about 1,200 feet. It shows pretty. It's a rental now. 129 is going to be the price. So if you have a buyer that needs that price, it probably won't last long.
Why is it so?
It's 1,200 feet, 3 and 2, 4 and 2. It's actually 4 and 2. So bring your buyers will be at MLS Friday. And I wanted to fill the bucket of Jennifer and Kelly and Francis, who are all from my October class, who all recently passed their.
Any others? Allison?
I have a need. I have a gentleman that wants a really nice house, a 4 and 2 on the southwest side with at least an 8,500 square foot lot, and he wants to pay $285. So, if you know any genies or anything,
House south, like Tulare.
not that
Oh, you said southwest.
West by Shell,
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Because that kind of lines up with.
All right, Jennifer?
I have a need. I have a family that wants southwest, northwest, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 275 to 300. Must have a pool.
All right. Any others, Christy?
Since Diego is here, I want to bring to everybody's attention that Diego got nominated to do, you remember when Jillian was doing the 30, under 30? So we submitted a bunch of paperwork on behalf of Diego's numbers, and hopefully they're going to go through the process, or I don't know where we're at on it, but.
I got the email yesterday, made it to the 50.
Good.
Awesome.
That's 30 realtors nationwide, right?
Yeah.
Under 30 years old. That's what he's competing against.
It gets published in a magazine. I think they interview you and.
Yeah, they did that already, and then so I made it to the final 50. So now it's like voting, and I don't know how it's.
Oh.
So as soon as we know how to vote, we'll send that out.
Yeah, we got
vote for Diego. Awesome.
I know when I won it last year, it was really.
All right. Any other bucket fillers? Anything?
I have a need.
Okay.
Actually, it's not a personal need. I'm trying to help Brittany downstairs. She recently or Friday, she had a little accident and she didn't have the funds. You know, she only had liability insurance, and she's really worried and stressed over, having her car. She really needs her car. It's gonna be about $1,300 to get it back and running again. So if you guys are able to help her with anything, she would really appreciate that.
So how can we do that?
So you can come and see me. She's embarrassed, but I told her, you know what? We have a lot of great agents with big hearts in the office, so we'll make sure to get you help. And the parts are costing her about $1,000, and we have a mechanic that is pretty much putting about $300, charging us $300 for the labor, and he's doing everything. So if you're interested in helping. And she had to pay over $400 to get her car out of the towing company because it was there for a weekend. So it's just an unexpected expense that she had. So if you can help, come and see me, and then we need to gather $500 by the end of today so the mechanic can get the parts ordered and working on her car.
All right. So if you guys want to help, just go see Veronica. And just a reminder, we have our updater webinar at 11:45, so in just a couple of minutes. So it gives you just a chance to go use the restroom, grab some water, and then come back in.
And a donut.
And eat a donut, yeah.
Hey guys, today is the last day. I don't pitch this too much anymore, but the Day-Daughter Dinner Dance in Visalia that my wife heads up is sold out. In Tulare, sorry. In Tulare is sold out. And if you want to advertise, it's $100 for a business card ad, and so 500 people will be seeing your involvement. We always have good involvement from Country Club Mortgage and Keller Williams, and so we get a lot of recognition actually for that throughout the year. So, but today I really do need a business card and a check. So if you want to advertise, contact me today.
Debbie, you had something?
Yeah, I want to fill a bucket. I want to fill Jean Chester's bucket because she's the reason I came here 5 years ago after appraising, and she pushed me to do what I've done. She told me I couldn't join a team, that I should make a team. So anyway, I'm leaving the end of April to move out of state, but I've been the busiest I've ever been since I started real estate. And so Jean's agreed to come to Team Chamberlain to help me out. Yay! That's a success story. And she'll be, I'll still be working when I'm in Wisconsin. I have houses in escrow and listings, so.
Great.
It's cold in Wisconsin. I don't know if you know that or not.
That's what I was trying to tell her the other day.
But I really enjoyed working here. Somebody asked me, Jackie Pete asked me yesterday, how do you like working at Keller Williams? I said, you know what, I love it. I know I don't make as much over there at Modern Broker or whatever for what I do, but Stephanie Wright is my godsend, and after 20 years of appraising and paperwork, I don't want to do it, and I don't have to. So I love all you guys, and I'm going to miss you.
I'm coming over there.
Alrighty, well then we'll see you next week, and Jason will be back Friday, so I know everybody's missing him and having withdrawals from him, so he'll be back in the office on Fridays. So enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you.
Good job.
Don't forget your donuts. You want to grab a couple donuts?
Yeah.